All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. You always see YouTubers saying things like First Amendment violations. YouTube is violating my First Amendment right. Facebook is violating my First Amendment right. And usually I think, as much as I hate it, as many strikes I've been giving, as much censoring I've been a victim of, and all that, again, it's a private company. Private company have the right to do whatever they want to do. But at the same time, I totally get it. Here on YouTube has been pushing an agenda to essentially, help the other side. When I say the other side, I mean like, the Democrats, right? They're pretty liberals and pretty hateful. They pretty much hate this country. So again, you could see how they're biased to the other side. They're biased to that side where they hate guns. So they're going to do whatever they can to put gun channels down, strike gun channels, harass gun channels. They hate the political conservative news. So they're going to do whatever they can to harass them. And they're going to do whatever they take for them to make it hard. I mean, a couple years ago, I used to get 300,000, even 350,000 views a month. Now I'm lucky if I get 100,000. What happened? Either I suck, which, some of my videos sucks. I mean, I'm not a professional guy, by the way. I'm just a dude doing this because I'm passionate about. Or my videos are not ranking on search results like they used to because they are censoring your content. Then again, I don't know which one it is. You tell me down in the comment section below. But when I saw this right here, I'm about to show you a video. I thought to myself, this is a clear violation of your First Amendment right. This is, no doubt in my heart, a clear violation because an administration could decide what is fake news or what is disinformation, and then they could silence you by working with other companies like Facebook and things like that. So whatever they say, they may say, well, you know what, Fabian, if you don't think that, taking this type of shot is good, then you are misinforming people. And that's what it is. But here's the thing, because you got to understand something. It's kind of like calling the American people stupid. The American people can listen to people's opinion and make their own decisions, right? If you come to the Jarhead 6 channel to get information on medical things, you are in the wrong channel because I'm not a doctor, right? If you go and listen to people that are not qualified to speak about that, make your decision, guys making videos on their spare rooms or their garage, not a good idea. If you want anything to do with your medical condition, go and talk to a doctor. That's why they're there, right? But no, what they're saying is like, look, misinformation is an issue, so we're going to shut you down. If somebody comes here and share an opinion, doesn't necessarily is a fact, it's just my opinion or your opinion, they may consider that misinformation and they ban you. Not from one platform, but for every platform. You're about to see this. I want to show you this video. Before I get into that, you guys know the deal. Subscribe to the Jarhead 6 channel. Put comments down below. Support the channel by becoming a Patreon or an Amazon affiliate links. There's links down there. Click there. Buy yourself something, and a little portion is going to come back here to the channel. Here we go. And I'm going to tell you, as I saw this, I thought to myself, this is no doubt a clear violation. Check it out. Before I continue, subscribe to the motorcycle channel, guys. I'm having a blast posting videos here. So let's watch two videos here. Let's watch this one first, and then we'll go to the next one.
Has the administration been spying on people? For how long has the administration been spying on people's Facebook profiles looking for vaccine misinformation?
Well, that was quite a loaded and inaccurate question, which I would refute.
How?
Well, Peter, first of all, as you know, we're in a regular touch with a range of media outlets. Let me finish. As we are in regular touch with social media platforms. This is publicly open information, people sharing information online, just as you are all reporting information on your news stations.
But Okay, so these 12 people who you have on a list, 12 individuals, do they know that somebody at the Surgeon General's office is going through their profile?
I'm happy to get you the citation of where that comes from. There's no secret list. I will tell you that these are people who are sharing information on public platforms on Facebook, information that is traveling, is inaccurate. Our biggest concern here, and I frankly think it should be your biggest concern, is the number of people who are dying around the country because they're getting misinformation that is leading them to not take a vaccine.
You gotta let me tell you something, guys. Let me kind of explain something to you. This is totally the strategy that they always use. I'm about to play the other video. The other video will give you more information, but it's always about saving people's life. You gotta understand that. That's how they're gonna sell it to you, because it's an emotional thing. If I tell you, don't you want to protect the children and don't you want to save the children? If you say, well, what about this? You automatically putting yourself in a position where, wow, you are a really bad person. Don't you want to protect the children? Give away your guns. Don't you want to protect the children? Again, anything that comes out of there is something that is going to make you look bad. But they always use that as a strategy. The same thing you saw here. So essentially, they are working with Facebook. And when the reporter asks, well, you're spying on these people, maybe technically they're not spying, but they are getting Facebook to do their dirty job, right? I don't need to spy on somebody if Facebook is applying what I'm saying to Facebook. If I tell Facebook, hey, look, scan the whole system, look for people that are sharing this information that we just don't like, and I want you to terminate those accounts, you're getting Facebook to do your dirty work. It kind of reminds me of Cuba. I'm going to tell you, I just released a video about Cuba, and it reminds me of Cuba because the newspaper was controlled by the communist regime. So whatever you saw in the newspaper, it was really approved by the military, by the Fidel Castro group. And that's kind of what you see here, right? They're working with Facebook, one of the biggest, social media platforms out there, for them to apply requirements that the government is saying to. So how is that not a violation of your First Amendment rights, right? When you have the government involved on what you actually say or not. So if I go to Facebook and I say, look, man, I don't know what you guys thinking. I don't think this shots have been around for quite some time. I think there has been, it hasn't been long enough to make sure that we try this. Maybe it's a good idea to wait a year or maybe 2 years if you're healthy, right? If you're an old man and you want to take it, take it. But if you're healthy, maybe it's a good idea to wait 1 year. That ban, classify as misinformation. Facebook will attack my Facebook account based on the requirements that they're working with the Democrat Party. And then what are they going to do? Ban my account? Facebook now. What's next? YouTube? This video? Is it going to be terminating my entire YouTube channel because I may disagree or I may think it's too fast to take these vaccines? Wow. Here's the thing. Let me share this video right here. I want you to see. So that was round 1. This is round 2. Please play.
Out there, providing for Facebook or other platforms to measure and publicly share the impact of misinformation on their platform and the audience it's reaching.
All right, I want you to understand that misinformation not necessarily mean misinformation. It means if you don't agree with them. If you don't agree with them, it's completely misinformation, and then you will be strike down. That's kind of what you're getting with this. It doesn't mean that we share second opinions. You may have your opinion. You know when they say there's so many different ways to skin a cat? No, it doesn't mean that you have another opinion. It means that if your opinion doesn't line up with their opinion, then it's misinformation, and then we probably need to strike you down. That's kind of what I get out of this.
Also with the public, with all of you, to create robust enforcement strategies that bridge their properties and provide transparency about rules. You shouldn't be banned from one platform and not others.
So you shouldn't be banned from one platform and not others. So pretty much just straight up ban you from everywhere.
If you for providing misinformation out there, providing for Facebook or other platforms.
Very, very interesting, guys. Very, very interesting. So, again, you know what? I see a lot of people saying things like, oh, Facebook or YouTube is violating my First Amendment right. And usually there are free companies, private companies doing whatever they want to do. But now what we are seeing is the government actually working with companies such as Facebook to tell them, okay, if this is happening, we consider this misinformation and you should be banned not only from Facebook, but from everywhere. Let's just ban you from everywhere, right? Because we don't want you to share your opinions with people out there. Sounds like a communist tactic to me. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.